Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Take a Break and Ask Away. I'm your host, Sal Ventura. In our show, we bring special guests to talk about any friendly and useful advice for any incoming college freshman, whether it pertains to studying academics or what to do in your own free time, and even getting involved around campus. Today, we'll have two special guests to talk about how they navigated through their own personal college experience. Without further ado, here is Akira and Bailey.
Okay, thank you, Saul. Welcome back to Take a Break and Ask Away. So viewers on Twitter submitted in their questions, and we're here to provide our best answers. So without further ado, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so Emily asked on Twitter, what was your freshman experience like?
So we came into school when COVID started, and so we were at home, the whole time. And me personally, I found it really hard to focus while I was at home. I did well academically. I got mostly A's, some B's here and there. But it was just kind of sad because I feel like I missed out on that social aspect of college. What about you? What was your freshman experience like?
So yeah, like you were saying, it was the COVID year. So we did miss out on the typical college experience, but I really think that kind of pushed me to go get involved and join in on different clubs. So I don't think I would have done that if we didn't have COVID. So I just felt kind of like pushed to go make friends. So yeah, those friends that I made from those clubs are now my best friends. So I'm kind of thankful for it in a way. So it definitely wasn't like it normally should be, but in a way I am grateful for it. So I had fun. Oh. Yeah. So Sam says, what tips or advice do you have for incoming freshmen?
Don't procrastinate. It's really easy to procrastinate, but it will really help you out if you don't. Just even like if you get like one assignment done here, another one there, instead of waiting to do all of it at once. And I'm really bad about that, so it's something I need to work on, but it'll definitely help you out. Do you have any advice?
So yeah, I would say get involved. So like I was saying, can't stress joining in on clubs enough. I know that that's kind of scary and intimidating, but just go out and do it and you won't regret it. One thing for me is I really enjoyed going to the rec. I never thought that I would. I always thought that I liked freaking out alone, but going out even to the rec and working out with other people has allowed me to meet some new people and friends. So I really enjoy doing that, but also do things off campus as well, whether that's getting involved in a sport or at church, whatever it is, like do things off campus because you can meet other people as well. You don't have to just stick to Lamar.
True.
So one student asked, what are some ways to help with test anxiety?
Okay, so personally, I don't struggle with test anxiety. I will say if the more you prepare, the more ready you're going to be for the test. So just study really hard. Talk yourself up. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I know for me though, I really struggle with test anxiety. So, something that I learned over the course of like my whole middle school, high school, and college life is just to study, whether that's just taking 30 minutes out of your day. Even if you don't have a test for weeks, take 30 minutes and just allot that time to studying. Read over the textbook, read over the material, and that'll honestly help you prepare. And you have to have that mindset that I've literally done all that I can do. I've studied. I don't need to stress anymore, because worrying about it is not going to do anything.
Yeah, and I always say like the anticipation is worse than the actual event itself. So sometimes you freak yourself out just thinking about it, but then you get to it and it's not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Our next question is anyone here struggling with mental health and having a hard time concentrating while studying?
Yes, so the biggest thing that I would say is eliminate distractions. So whenever you're getting ready to dedicate your 30 minutes of studying, just put your phone away, turn off the TV, just look at your textbook and just say, okay, I'm studying. I don't want to have any distractions. The more you get distracted, the more time it's going to even take you to go through that material. Yeah. So just try to eliminate that. What about you? Do you have any other?
Personally, I struggle with this. I get very overwhelmed by my emotions. So personally, I have to take a step back and just take a little break until I've gotten it all out. So that's what I recommend if you're like me, Cancer woman. Just take a break from it until you're ready so you can put forth your best work.
Yeah, that's actually so true. Yeah. I really like that. So Ivy wants to know, how do you decide what you want to study?
So for me personally, I've always loved the arts. I love theater, music, dance, visual arts, all of that, anything where you can be creative. And I really wanted to get into entertainment, so I thought communication broadcasting was perfect for me. But yeah, just pick something you're actually interested in and don't let anyone else pressure you into doing this because they feel like you should go into a certain field. What do you think?
That's so true. So for me, whenever I grew up, I remember I would always film videos with my cousins and my friends, and I would do photography as well. And so I really loved that aspect of it. Then as I grew up, I was wondering, okay, what field of communications do I really want to go in? And so my advisor kind of told me about public relations. It kind of just takes it all in. Like we do a little bit of advertising, of marketing, handling crisis management. And yeah, so I basically do it all. And so I really enjoy that major. It's kind of a little bit of everything. So I really recommend talking to your parents, going to your advisor, tell them your interests and let them give them your feedback.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And they also have those little tests where you find out like what major might be good for you. Those also work.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody said, on my second math quiz, I made a 78%. My grade is still an A, but I need some words of encouragement. I feel like I'm not smart enough because I did not make an 80%. Am I overthinking?
Okay, so one of the first tests that I ever took in college, I ended up making a C. And that's just because in high school, I really didn't have to study as much my senior year, so I kind of lost that motivation. So all my older friends that went to Lamar always told me, okay, so now you know what the professor's tests are going to be like. So now you know what to study, how it's going to be, what it's going to look like, and so you'll do better next time. And so I had to have that mindset going into it. So yeah, that really helped me. Just know that you're now going to know what to study, and you'll do better next time.
Yeah. I don't think this person is overthinking it at all. Like a C, it's not like a perfect grade, but it's still good, you know? I think a lot of the times we're pressured to be perfect, and you have to kind of not let that affect you too much because nobody's going to be perfect, and they still pass, and they should be proud of their grade, you know?
Because college is hard.
College is hard.
Peyton asked, what can I do to expand my friend circle if I'm from out of town?
So even just saying hi to the person next to you in class, you're going to meet somebody somewhere. You just say hi to whoever. Join a club. You can meet some people there, people with common interests. Literally just say hi and then go from there.
Yeah, and there are great places to socialize on campus, from the Setzer Center to, like you were saying, in class, to clubs. Literally everywhere you go, there's going to be some people there.
Yeah.
And especially in your class, there is a great way to meet other people that share the same interests as you because y'all are in the same major.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good place too.
Our next question is, what are some good study locations on campus and good study habits?
Okay, so I guess I'll take the study habits part.
Okay.
So I really loved Quizlet. So I really made use of that in my freshman and sophomore year of college whenever I was in all my basic courses because I just needed to study and I wanted something to be convenient and that would be beneficial. So I made the flashcards on Quizlet, and then when I was just waiting to go do something, I pulled out my phone and just kept flipping through the flashcards. So I thought that was super convenient, and that really helped me keep my grades up and help me memorize a lot of the material fast.
Yeah.
So flashcards are great on Quizlet.
Okay.
So what are some good study locations?
So in the buildings, they have student lounges. You can chill in and study. Sometimes you might be able to find an empty classroom. There's the set. There's some desks in the set you can sit at. And I don't know, the library. The library is really good.
Yeah.
Do you have any other ones in mind?
Yeah, so the rec has little couches in the back, and it's super quiet. You wouldn't think it would be, but it is. And so every time I go work out, I go back there, eat my lunch, study, and really no one's ever back there. So that's my place that I recommend.
Okay.
So lastly, Mary wants to know, what fun things can you do at Lamar or around Beaumont in your free time?
In Beaumont, we just got a main event. That's exciting. There's Colorado Canyon. You can go bowling. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of good places. Yeah. Do you have any other ones in mind?
Yeah, so you were talking about the restaurants, the hike and bike. Those are great for around Beaumont. So at Lamar, I would say the rec. The Setzer Center, you can just mingle there. Intramurals are great. They always start at the beginning of each semester. So that's a great way to meet new people, and it's fun. And just join in on clubs. We can't stress that enough. So yeah, those are our questions. Thank you all so much for tuning in and submitting your questions. We really appreciate it, and we hope our advice helped you a little bit.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Thank you, Akira and Bailey, for all that useful advice. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in. I know I learned a lot today, but I think it's time for all of us to get back to studying. Until next time, this is Saul Ventura.